In the ever-evolving world of gaming, hardware innovation often drives the next big leap. Sony, known for redefining the gaming experience with each PlayStation iteration, has once again caught the attention of the gaming community. With the PlayStation 6, £6 still under wraps, a recent leak about the £6 controller has sparked a wave of excitement and speculation. If these reports are accurate, we may be witnessing a revolution in how we interact with games. This leaked feature could be the most significant change in controller technology since the invention of the analog stick. The Buzz, a fully modular, AI-powered adaptive controller that can physically transform itself based on the game you're playing. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The leak that shocked the gaming world. According to insiders close to Sony's development teams and data obtained from recent patents, the £6 controller, codenamed DualSense Infinity, is set to include a groundbreaking feature, shape-shifting haptics and modular design controlled by AI. This means that the controller won't just vibrate or trigger resistance, it will physically morph and adapt to provide the most realistic tactile feedback imaginable. For example, the controller might narrow during racing games to simulate the feel of a steering wheel or expand and split during flight simulations. Combined with temperature shifts, texture feedback, and smart sensors, this leak suggests that Sony is building the most immersive interface ever. A brief evolution of PlayStation controllers. Before diving deeper into the potential of the £6 controller, it's essential to appreciate how far we've come. The original PlayStation controller debuted in 1994 and was followed by the revolutionary DualShock, which introduced analog sticks and vibration feedback. £2 and £3 refined the ergonomics and wireless features, while the £4 DualShock 4 introduced a touchpad and light bar for motion tracking. Then came the £5 DualSense, bringing adaptive triggers and advanced haptics that allowed players to feel everything, from the tension of a bowstring to the grit of sand beneath the character's feet. With each generation, Sony hasn't just made a controller, they've reshaped how players experience digital worlds. DualSense Infinity, a controller that thinks. The most talked about feature of the £6 controller leak is its AI-powered transformation capabilities. Using internal servos and micro actuators, the controller can subtly or dramatically alter its shape, weight distribution, and button layout based on the current game or player preference. For instance, while playing a survival horror game, the controller might contract slightly, offering a tighter grip and increased tension on buttons to simulate fear and urgency. In contrast, during an open-world RPG, the device could expand and smooth out its textures to emphasize exploration and freedom. AI would be responsible for learning player behaviors, adapting to preferred control schemes, and offering real-time optimizations. Modular attachments. Build your own controller. Customization has always been a dream for hardcore gamers, and Sony seems to have listened. The £6 controller leak points to modular attachments, allowing players to swap out joysticks, D-pads, trigger types, and even grip surfaces. Want a taller thumbstick for precision aiming in Call of Duty? Swap it out. Prefer mechanical tactile buttons over membrane ones for faster responses in fighting games? You got it. The controller will reportedly feature magnetic latching systems, allowing seamless transitions between components without powering down or resetting the device. This Lego-like approach could drastically reduce the need for third-party peripherals and appeal to both casual and professional gamers alike. Haptic feedback taken to the next level. While the DualSense controller on £5 already wowed fans with its advanced haptics, the £6 offering is expected to surpass even that. Think ultra-detailed micro-vibrations that replicate different materials underfoot or even simulate heartbeats during tense in-game moments. Imagine walking across a creaky wooden bridge and feeling every uneven plank, or imagine the tension of pulling a heavy object, with the resistance and the trigger matching the object's perceived weight. These immersive touches don't just enhance gameplay, they redefine what it means to feel a game. Built-in biometrics for adaptive gaming. Another mind-blowing addition based on the leak is biometric integration. The £6 controller might include built-in sensors that track heart rate, hand temperature, and even perspiration levels. Why? To adjust gameplay difficulty, music, lighting, and challenge levels based on your real-time physical responses. If your heart rate spikes during a horror game, the game might tone down the intensity or crank it up if you're looking for a thrill. This level of immersion blurs the line between player and character, delivering an experience so personal that it feels like the game is reading your mind. Cloud Synth Custom Profiles. Sony is also rumored to be focusing on cloud gaming and controller syncing. This means your controller settings, button configurations, vibration preferences, LED colors, and even your grip preference could be stored in the cloud and accessed from any £6 console. Imagine picking up a controller at a friend's house, logging into your profile, and having the controller instantly shift and adapt to your familiar configuration. This feature would make the 6-pounds ecosystem more user-friendly and social than ever before. The future of accessibility in gaming. The 6-pounds controller leak highlights a major leap forward in gaming accessibility. Players with physical disabilities often require specialized controllers or struggle with standard input systems. The new modular system, combined with adaptive AI and biometric integration, could allow the controller to learn and reshape itself to match any user's abilities. For example, players who can only use one hand could configure all primary buttons to one side, and the AI would help redistribute control mappings intelligently. If implemented well, this could become a game changer for inclusive gaming and position Sony as a leader in accessible design. Integration with the 6-pounds ecosystem. Of course, the 6-pounds controller isn't operating in a vacuum. The leaks suggest that the console and controller will be deeply integrated, with the 6-pounds leveraging cloud-based AI, ray tracing, and faster than ever SSD load speeds. The controller could potentially be used for navigation in VR titles, serve as a motion tool for creative projects, and even act as a remote for smart home integration. A leaked image also shows a small touchscreen embedded in the center of the controller, likely used for notifications, quick access to settings, or even multiplayer communication during co-op sessions. A leap toward emotional gaming. One of the most futuristic possibilities hinted at in the leak is emotional responsiveness. The controller could detect emotional cues from players via grip strength, voice tone, if integrated microphone is active, or biometrics, and adjust gameplay accordingly. If you're frustrated, the game might offer more help or slow down certain sequences. If you're relaxed, it might increase difficulty to keep things engaging. Emotional gaming is a concept that's been explored in academia, but Sony may be the first to implement it at a consumer level. Competitive edge and esports implications. If the leaks are true, the 6-pounds controller won't just be a tool for immersion, it will be a weapon in the world of esports. With customizable latency settings, modular responsiveness, and AI-assisted layouts, professional gamers could tune their controllers to match exact game genres and even opponents. Features like anti-costing, motion smoothing, and predictive trigger pulls could give players the edge in milliseconds, a difference that often determines victory at the top levels. Sony might even partner with esports teams to co-develop competitive modules and skins. Challenges and potential downsides. With all its potential, the 6-pounds controller also presents challenges. The complexity of its mechanical components means it may be more fragile than its predecessors. Modular parts can wear out, get lost, or malfunction. Pricing is another concern. If each component or module is sold separately, the full setup could cost significantly more than current controllers. Compatibility with older games may be limited unless Sony implements a dynamic mapping system. And while AI-driven controls are exciting, privacy advocates will question how biometric data is stored and used. Fan reactions and industry buzz. Since the leak, forums like Reddit, Resettura, and Twitter have been buzzing with fan theories, excitement, and skepticism. Some users are thrilled by the idea of having a controller that adapts to their every move. Others worry about the cost, reliability, or whether developers will truly utilize these advanced features. Industry analysts speculate that Sony is positioning itself for not just the next console war, but for dominance in both gaming and interactive media. If executed correctly, the DualSense Infinity could become the gold standard for controller design across all platforms. Competitor response. Will Microsoft or Nintendo catch up? With this innovation on the horizon, how will competitors respond? Microsoft's Xbox Elite Series 2 already offers a high level of customization, but lacks the AI-driven adaptability hinted at in Sony's design. Nintendo, known for its creative hardware like the Joy-Cons and Switch, may be inspired to innovate even further. Rumors already suggest that Microsoft is exploring a new haptics platform, while Nintendo is focusing on next-gen handheld integration. But if Sony pulls this off first, it may widen the gap in immersive, user-driven controller tech for years to come. The big question: is it real? While the leak appears legitimate, sourced from patent filings, insider reports, and supposed development images, it's important to remember that nothing has been officially confirmed by Sony. Companies often file exploratory patents that never see the light of day. However, the depth of detail and consistency across multiple leak sources suggests there's more than just speculation at play. Until Sony makes an official announcement, we'll have to wait and watch, but anticipation is already reaching a fever pitch. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.